Hello there and welcome to our Breakfast Tonic on television. Welcome to iBrand Daybreak Monday edition. And turns out to be the very last edition for the month of May. And we're going to do it in a special way that will help usher you into the new month of June. I'm Michael Nath. I've come here as usual with my colleague right here in the house, Margaret Opara. Margaret, good morning this morning.
Oh, good morning, Michael.
How was the weekend?
It was amazing, very amazing. I am particularly excited about this past weekend because something remarkable happened and I'm glad it happened.
Can we hear it?
No, that's not for the consumption of our viewers.
Then why mention it
because
here?
I'm happy and I should mention why I'm happy, but the details is what I'm not entitled to mention.
It's okay. It's all right. That's
well,
okay.
So it's a Monday and it's the last day of the month of May, interestingly, and it's a Monday. Tomorrow is 1st of June, and today on the show we have a lot lined up for you, from the news update to the paper review, topic of discussion. Of course, Jide is standing by to bring us up to speed with what's happening in the world of sport. Then we'll go right into Tweet Central and then we'll wrap up the show for today. But before all of that, we'll start with the news update at this hour. Now, firstly, at least 200 students of Islamia School located at Dengima in Rafi local government area of Niger State have been adopted. Now, one person was shot dead while another was critically injured after gunmen carried out a kidnap operation at about 4:30 p.m. on Sunday. According to sources, the Islamia School is not the usual Sangaya boarding Islamic school, but a conventional one where parents send their children on a daily basis for the purpose of acquiring Islamic education.
From Niger State to Imo, gunmen have set ablaze the newly completed office of the Independent National Electoral Commission located at Okudo community in Njaba local government area of Imo State. The arson took place at about 11:30 a.m. Sunday. According to INEC, National Commissioner and Chairman in Information and Voter Education Committee, Festus Okoye, the office, which was built and commissioned shortly before the 2019 general elections, was burnt to a considerable degree. In a communique on Sunday, Okoye said that although no life was lost, the building was substantially burnt down, along with electoral materials, office equipment and furniture. It is the 8th INEC office to be attacked in Imo State since the 2019 general elections. The total number of INEC offices attacked nationwide since 2019 now risen to 42.
Meanwhile, gunmen have killed the chieftain of the All Progressive Congress, Ahmed Gulak, in Umueze, Obianugu community along Samumbakwe Airport in Owerri, Imo State. The former aide to ex-president Goodluck Ebele Jonathan was heading to the airport when the assailants attacked him and shot him on the spot. He was straight from his hotel room to the spot where he was killed. The police public relations officer of the Imo Police Command, Bala Elkanah, is yet to be briefed on the incident. Meanwhile, President Muhammadu Buhari has expressed outrage and disgust over what he called the heinous murder of Adamawa politician Ahmed Gulak in Owerri, Imo State, by yet to be identified gunmen.
Outside Nigeria, President Emmanuel Macron has warned that France would withdraw troops from Mali if political instability there leads to greater Islamist radicalization. It follows a second coup in 9 months in the West African nation. Macron warned of the risk of Mali moving towards greater Islamist influence. France has 5,100 troops in the Sahel region, which has been a frontline in the war against Islamist militancy. French troops have been supporting France forces in Mali, Mauritania, Niger, Burkina Faso and Chad to battle militants in the Sahel region since 2013.
Now in Florida, 2 people have died and more than 20 persons were injured in a shooting outside a Pilates club in Hialeah, in town in the north of Miami in Florida. A white Nissan Pathfinder pulled up to the location and 3 people got out with assault weapons and handguns and started firing into the crowd that was gathered for a concert at the venue. Now, CNN said about 20 to 25 of those injured were taken to a number of nearby hospitals. The shootings took place early Sunday morning.
And that draws the curtain on today's news updates here on the show. I want to remind you right away that shortly after this break, we're going to observe in a moment from now, we'll have the headlines on some of today's Nigerian dailies being reviewed here. Stay with us.
Most people don't understand the magic of a perfect skin, the allure of a well-pampered skin. We bounce from skincare products to skincare products, from spa to spa. Looking for that ideal solution. I found the solution. And it's Blemiville Skincare and Spa. My name is Neil, and I'm proud to be a part of the Blemiville family. Most people don't understand the magic of a perfect skin, the allure of a well-pampered skin. We bounce from skincare products to skincare products, from spa to spa. Looking for that ideal solution. I found the solution. And it's Blemiville Skincare and Spa. My name is Neil, and I'm proud to be a part of the Blemiville family.
Many thanks for staying with us. This is still iBrand Daybreak. It's a beautiful Monday morning. Prior to this time, we had our news update, and now we're heading to the paper review. We have an amazing guest with us in the studio, in the person of Adeboji Oluwatosin. He is youth ambassador and a technocrat. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Good morning and welcome this morning.
I'm pleased to be here.
All right, then. All right, moving on, we'll start with this day newspaper. The top story says tension in southeast as separatist agitators follow Boko Haram tactics. And the writers are saying police allay fears as residents stockpile food items others over a sit-at-home order. Buhari mourns Gulak's police says assassin killed. Page 5 has the full story. Middlebelt Southern leaders rally support for Southern presidency. With the writer saying northwest, south, southeast intensify lobby for more states. Now to the top of the paper, NNPC plans 1,226 billion naira deduction from June remittance to FAAC. Says negotiations ongoing to acquire 20% stake in Dangote refinery. And finally, Zenith UBA leaders banks lent 760 billion naira to customers. Page 8 has the full story.
Over to the Punch. States bank on PPP projects as cash crunch bites harder. NDLEA busts Abuja drug syndicate, arrests 10, 107 kilograms drug seized. Suspected herdsmen raid Ebonyi, Benue, Enugu communities, kill 46. 6 arrested, stealing rail track in Ogun. Crime weapons recovered. And NNPC pledges crude supply to 20,000 barrels per day. Lagos refinery.
Now moving on to the Vanguard paper from the top to the bottom. The top says Yoruba Nation agitators storm Idiroko attempts to open border. More stories on page 10 of the Vanguard. Anxiety as gunmen kill Jonathan's ex-aide Gulak in Imo State. Herdsmen kill 54 in Oyo, Ebonyi, Enugu, Nasarawa and Benue State. Now controversy emerges over MBS Q1 2021 GDP statistics. The writers are saying growth not reflective of real sector realities coming from LCCI, and it is not supposed to be, it's not supported by our index coming from NAN. Now that's a business story. Now bandits killed to kidnap 200 Islamic school students in Niger State. Page 14. Solution to insecurity lies with Nigeria coming from the former president Olusegun Obasanjo. Details on page 11. And now the top story. 2023 drop amendments give Nigerians new constitution coming from the Southern Middle Belt leaders. The writers are saying demand new constitution based on 1963 constitution, saying nothing came out of previous amendment bids. One Nigerians will die if not restructured. In 6 presidency should go to South in 2023. Act federal government attitude to Southern governors. Asaba resolutions Gavalier and condoles with families of Atairu, 10 others. Uncertainty in Southeast over IPOP seat at home order. Presidency may reintroduce water bill in June. Page 9 has the story. Now, First Bank ranked 2nd most admired financial service brand in Africa. Page 29 has the story. And finally, Southeast NASS Kakus laments attacks killing in zone. Page 42 has the full story.
Now from the Nation, the bandits demand 180 million naira for judge. Others, Buhari to open Lagos Ibadan standard gauge June 10. The screaming headline there has its uproar over more killings, abductions in Oyo, Imo. And we have South Middle Belt leaders demand power shift from the north. And we are now taking off from the Nation. And over to you once again, Oluwatosin. You're welcome this morning.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. Like I said earlier, I think myself and we're having the same crew.
Oh, that is very, very true. I've just noticed.
Oh, wow. That's coincidence.
Well, it's a coincidence.
All right.
We'll talk more about this. I wouldn't know. Let me not go any further. Let's stop it. It's all right. So, there have been recurrent issues of killings, abductions, and more killings across the nation. The latest is that of Jonathan's ex-aide, Gulak, that happened in Imo State Sunday, around, what was it? So, What's your take on this? Because a lot has been done and a lot is still being done. But as much is being put towards getting the situation arrested, it's getting even worse.
Yes.
Where are we headed?
Well, like it was said by one of the foremost leaders in Nigeria, that if the leaders of Nigeria fail to do the needful for the children of the masses, a time will come that those children that were being abandoned by our so-called leaders will now run after them. I think that is what is playing out now. The leadership of Nigeria has done the best it could do, but without any results. Before now, we've been saying it. Do the needful. We are not bothered or concerned about the analysis of the economic, the GDP, inflation rate, and likes. How does it affect a common man? A derica of beans is now 500 naira. What does that mean to you? With all the analysis of economics, the GDP, and it has not affected a common man. And that is what is playing out now. So now there's now a paradigm shift now from the lives of the masses now that they've abandoned. Because I could not see a reason why somebody would say he's in the leadership of government for 16 years and he's still there in person of Honorable Femi Boyabia-Mila. And the constituency he emerged to become the present Speaker of Representative was one of the volatile and brutal local government area during the primary election on Saturday. Coming back to the issue of President Jonathan's age, Gulag, the first thing is, what prompted him or what led him leaving his hotel room without informing his security aides there? That was what we got as reports from the news.
From the police.
Get it now, from the police that was aired on the news. That he left his hotel room uninforming the security, personnel there. And straight, he went to board. So on his way going to board was when he was being attacked. We can't say the police did not get information right. And we can't say what they told us was wrong or was right, if we would say. But I feel before a life in America can be lost, I don't think our government cherish or value lives of we Nigerians.
I was just about to say that, because if you say he didn't tell his security aides why he was leaving if the information gotten was that they were not informed, but is there enough reason to take his life? Because in some other countries, the prime ministers, they run after trains, they move without so much security.
John Boris was seen
went after a train. He wanted to catch a train,
and nothing happened to him.
But this is Nigeria.
This is Nigeria. Just the way we say this is Lagos, now we come to Lagos. So therefore, what are we saying? It has now gotten to that point now that the security of this country is not just about the masses again now. It is now coming now to the high and mighty and powerful now. So I believe now at this point now, the government of the day now should see now that even when the masses are suffering from food they can eat per day, and they cannot have a 3 square meal per day, those in the power now are running for their jail lives now. So Nigeria is not safe for anybody again and for everybody again.
It's quite unfortunate there, but we keep praying.
Well, condolence to the family of the late presidential head.
Thank you very much, Oluwatosin there, for your thoughts. And right at this juncture, we'll be going over, right, Margaret?
Yes, at this point, we'll take a short break now. When we come back, we have the topic of discussion. Stay with us, we'll be right back. is 100% natural flour gotten from the processing of unripe plantain. It contains no addictive and has a net content of 500 grams. True unripe plantain flour contains vitamin A, B6 and C. It is gluten-free and rich in calcium. Consuming through unripe plantain flour helps to build and strengthen stronger bones and can be a great meal for diabetic patients. It decreases your chances of constipation as it has a high fiber content and provides you with a low-fat diet. Here are some steps to prepare your through unripe plantain flour. Firstly, mix through unripe plantain flour with hot water in a pot and gradually add water till you achieve desired thickness. Place over medium heat and turn very well for 4 to 5 minutes to get the right texture. Mold into a ball and place in a bowl and allow to cool. Serve with your choice of soup. Through unripe plantain flour can be eaten with any variety of soup, be it your ofe oha, ofe onugbu, begiri, ewedu, or your miyan kuka. To get your through unripe plantain flour, contact us at 12 Olowera Isheri Road by First Welder bus stop off Omole Phase 2, Olowera, Lagos, Nigeria, or call 070-6663-8213 or 081-6397-4447. Distributors.
Fresh from the farm, e good for body. No chemical at all. This na real banga. No more wahala or pandy washy. Just put on for fire and your food is done ready. Everybody follow me, chop banga, hey banga, oh. Make you follow me, chop Banga cook don easy. Banga na palm fruit wey dem comot, put am inside can. You fit use banga cook any kind soup wey you like, and other food dem like rice, beans and even yam. Na Pali Agro Product Limited dem dey manufacture am. For distribution, make you call 070-666-38213. Banga, for make your food yummy.
Oh boy, winning you was so easy.
I just couldn't stand those your powerful shots. That's what happened.
Really? Let's go to my place for dinner.
This fufu is so nice.
It's through unripe plantain flour.
True unripe plantain flour is delicious.
Yes, true unripe plantain flour is what I serve my husband for swallows. It's easy to prepare, fortified with vitamin A, low in sugar and cholesterol, rich in fiber that helps the heart, builds and strengthens the bone, and his energy level is boosted.
Through unripe plantain flour, no additives, 100% natural, a product of Pali Agro Products Nigeria. Through unripe plantain flour, available in all leading stores.
True unripe plantain flour is 100% natural flour gotten from the processing of unripe plantain. It contains no addictive and has a net content of 500 grams. True unripe plantain flour contains vitamin A, B6 and C. It is gluten-free and rich in calcium. Consuming through unripe plantain flour helps to build and strengthen stronger bones and can be a great meal for diabetic patients. It decreases your chances of constipation as it has a high fiber content and provides you with a low-fat diet. Here are some steps to prepare your through unripe plantain flour. Firstly, mix through unripe plantain flour with hot water in a pot and gradually add water till you achieve desired thickness. Place over medium heat and turn very well for 4 to 5 minutes to get the right texture. Mold into a ball and place in a bowl and allow to cool. Serve with your choice of soup. Through unripe plantain flour can be eaten with any variety of soup, be it your ofe oha, ofe onugbu, begiri, ewedu, or your miyan kuka. To get your through unripe plantain flour, contact us at 12 Olowera Isheri Road by First Welder bus stop off Omole Phase 2, Olowera, Lagos, Nigeria, or call 070-6663-8213 or 081-6397-4447. Distributors. Many thanks for staying with us one more time. Now, over the weekend, the political party APC held their primary elections for the chairmanship and councillors position. We say congratulations to those who won. And for this reason, we decided to discuss the topic of transparency, not just in the recent primary elections, but transparency in elections over the years. And our guest happens to be one of the winners. He is the newly elected national president of the National Union of Lagos State Students, Honorable Shafsonya Akinola. Welcome and congratulations. Hope I pronounced that properly.
You tried.
Okay. So congratulations once more for winning the role of the president for National Union of Lagos State Students. How does that feel?
It was good. It was a tough one, though.
Okay.
I'm a student of the University of Lagos.
Okay.
And my opponent is from Lagos State University. So if you could see from inception, let me take it back to the union. We have many of those from the Lagos State University dominating the affairs of the union. But we have little persons from University of Lagos that participate in the national affair of the union. So it was a bit challenging for me because I had to campaign across the federation, go to schools, institutions, College of Education, College of Health. We have chapters there to meet with the president, discuss with them, lay out agendas and the rest, sell my manifesto, make sure they buy into it, then bring them down for them to participate in the election. And they did. And it was a landslide victory also. I had 45 votes. We had 53 institutions that participated. Institutions from North Central and other part of the North could not come down to Lagos because of the level of insecurity in the country. So those around that could come from Uniben, University of Port Harcourt, from Kogi State University, all the schools in Loring, we have them, they all came down.
Oh, wow.
So I put 45 out of 53.
Great one. Would you say there was enough transparency in this election, the one that just passed?
The just concluded primaries by the All Progressive Congress. Well, it is so clear and glaring. Only if we want to hide it. I will not say there's a large level of transparency in the election. It was a tough one. Most especially in areas like Agege, Sulere, Ifakojai too was kind of peaceful. Mushi in some areas was kind of peaceful. But if you know people that are actually running violence in or disrupting the affairs of the election are actually young persons, that's what I saw during the just concluded primaries.
I was taken aback, when I heard you say peaceful and all that, considering the fact that we heard of people being killed and some alleged cultists, having fracas, all geared towards ensuring that their men eventually emerge victorious. So how could one, with all this in mind, how could one expect a genuine result to come out of it at the end of the day?
Like I said, some places in Lagos where the election took part, was not peaceful. Understand? And if you could see, we have the political elites who drive the affairs of the state, especially in the party system. We have them coming to play just to make sure their interests dominate power. When we bring about power tussle between a leader and another leader. And so far so good. I'll be honest, as the national president of the National Union of Lagos State Students, was not impressed. Like a place like Sulere, we had 2 people were killed.
Sure.
Were gone down.
Yeah.
So persons waking up in the morning, going about his daily life, just to participate in the process, he actually turned something else that we could not even imagine. And 2 innocent persons were gone down. And from the research I made and from the investigation also that I played, I was told that some persons were trying to put in their candidates into power without following the due process. Like if you're a member, as a member of the political party, if you're a member of the political party, you have to have the membership card. Then during the primaries, you just have to go there. If it's direct or indirect, or maybe option A4 or the other way around, you just go there, vote for your persons. You judge them by what they've done, not who's bringing them. Have these people, this person I'm voting for, are they credible? What have they done in the society? So you use their past 4 years to judge their next 4 years. But so far, so good. It was, we're not, honestly speaking, it was not what we expected as young persons.
Now you mentioned the fact, it's quite disheartening that our presidential election is in 2023, and this is 2021, and this is just, no election is little, but this is just a primary election for a political party, and you're already having people gone down. So is it now, would you say our electoral process or system over the years has been progressive? Because if we can have persons gone down now, that's not even the presidential election, what do we stand to get in 2023? Is it going to be progressive anytime soon? Do you think so?
Okay, looking at that, let's go back to the inception. From the beginning, it has never been. So for my view now,
so there can be a change.
I will tell you, looking at it, comparison now. If you look at it, if you compare previous period in which we've been having several elections, it has never been peaceful. Even the one being stated that it is free and fair, at the end of the day, you might find out that in several communities across the states, is either one person or two person has been killed. Somebody actually sacrificed his life for the election. So coming 2023, nobody can guarantee that the 2023 election is going to be free and fair or is going to be safe for Nigerians. The only advice I can give out is to just be careful. That is the honest truth. Just
why this pessimism? And you are so confident in airing your pessimism, like it's not going to be free and fair. There must be indicators. So where are those indicators?
There are so many people looking up to 2023. So many persons want to be in their aim of power. They want to grab power. And from the look at things now, we have some that are qualified and some that might not be qualified, not responsible enough to carry out that responsibility as a leader, as a representative, but just want to get into power. How do you advise or tell those persons not to, or is not yet, or you have to be qualified? So the likes of, there are some local governments in Lagos State that if you check the representative, they are not well, you just like, how did this person get to this stage? This is our representative. How did you? But you can't question the authority. You can't question who brought, they will tell you the person won the election and he came in to power. So it's just disheartening at this period. And the honest truth is we have to hope that we expect the very best ahead of 2023.
All right, now, judging by what you earlier said, you said it's expedient, paraphrasing your words now, you said it's expedient to, when you want to vote for a candidate, it should be based on what they've done and not who brought them. But electoral system in Nigeria, even from the, not just from the, not from the federal level now, even from the SUG level, because I went to university, you are currently in a university, you see things like, this is my candidate and this is his candidate, this is our candidate, not even based on what they've done. So is this really going to be possible? Because you just expressed your, like my colleague called it, pessimist point of view, but I understand that that's your opinion and you are entitled to it. So, but now judging from what you said about what they have done and not, because we understand that the concept of godfatherism has been taken overboard in Nigeria, especially in our electoral system. So can this really work when you know you have the cream de la cream, the bourgeoisie in power, and you know this is my boy, you have to vote for me. If not, nobody wins at all, and that place or local government won't even be safe enough if my candidate does not win. So do you think, did you see this playing out? Now, not just in your case, but of course, generally.
The honest truth is that we should have a large number of young persons participating in the political process.
Without godfathers?
Let me give you a breakdown. In Lagos State now, we have over 11.5 million young persons. And if you check that figure, you find out that majority do not belong to a political party. With the fear of, we already know who they will give the mandate to. We already know who's going to be in power. But having a figure of 11.5 million young persons coming together, though they said they've tried, they failed, but we'll still try again. We keep on trying until we get it right. That's the honest truth. Then having 11.5 million, with the figure coming together as a body, don't you think we'll be able to defeat the elites, that's the political elites that are few in number? It is very, very possible. The honest truth is many of us have created that fear in ourselves. When it comes to this, I'm not participating. I'm not interested and the rest. You give room for those that are not fit to be there. And you later blame the system.
All right.
Okay, now, thank you very much, Shaso Akinola. You are the newly elected national president, the National Union of Lagos State Students. Congratulations once again.
So much.
In just one word, yes or no answer, are you comfortable, are you satisfied with the level of youth participation in politics today?
At the moment, I am not.
Thank you very much. And we thank you very much for your thoughts. And once again, congratulate you and hope your tenure is going to be a reference point for others coming up after you. Thank you so much.
All right.
At this juncture, we'll be taking another break. When we come back, Jidechi will be here with a sports review. Stay with us.
Powerful looks command respect, they say. The perfect body, the perfect grooming, and ultimately the perfect skin. Looks, style, and grooming makes the ultimate man. Found a ridiculously easy way to make my skin always feel epic. My name is Neo. I found Blemiviv, and now my skin finally makes sense.
Swift Dry Cleaners Limited, professional dry cleaners, best in dry cleaning and laundry services that meets the needs of our consumers. Yeah, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Yeah, for clean wash and quick delivery. Yeah, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. For clean wash and quick delivery.
Swift Dry Cleaners. Clean wash.
Most people don't understand the magic of a perfect skin, the allure of a well-pampered skin. We bounce from skincare products to skincare products, from spa to spa. Looking for that ideal solution. I found the solution. And it's Blemiviv Skincare and Spa. My name is Neo, and I'm proud to be a part of the Blemiviv family.
Oh boy, winning you was so easy.
I just couldn't stand those your powerful shots. That's what happened.
Really? Let's go to my place for dinner.
This fufu is so nice.
It's true unripe plantain flour.
True unripe plantain flour is delicious.
Yes, true unripe plantain flour is what I serve my husband for swallows. It's easy to prepare, fortified with vitamin A, low in sugar and cholesterol, rich in fiber that helps the heart, builds and strengthens the bone, and his energy level is boosted.
Through unripe plantain flour, no additives, 100% natural, a product of Pali Agro Products Nigeria. Through unripe plantain flour, available in all leading stores.
You go enter market, just make you go buy fresh palm fruits. When you reach house, you go wash, you go pound, your body go dey pain you, even your fingernails go dey pain you. But make una no worry, make una relax. I get good news for una. Una don hear of Banga fresh palm fruit extract. All you need to do na make you go for the up, open am, take the amount wey you want, put am for your pot. Which soup you wan make? Shey na egusi, shey na ogbono, shey na vegetable, shey na banga. My sister no waste time again, my brother no waste time again. Just go buy Banga fresh palm fruit extract. They go know say you sabi cook and you be better cook.
Banga, come make your food yum.
Distributors needed nationwide. Phone number 081 63 974447, 080 35 64 4436, 070 66 63 8213. Banga Fresh Pan.
Good morning, Nigeria. This is still iBrand Daybreak. Good morning, Michael. Good morning, Margaret. A very good morning to you guys. There's definitely no how I'll start the sports update without saying a huge congratulations to all the Chelsea fans around the world and all the Chelsea fans watching right now. Yeah, you guys own the weekend. I mean, talk about that edge of the seat or English Champions League final, Saturday night clash against Manchester City. Yeah, Pep Guardiola's boys. They pushed, they pressed, but he had to be one man that made the difference. Not for the citizens, but for the Blues. He's called Kai Havertz. Yes, a beautiful finish at the tail end of the first half. I mean, talk about getting your money's worth. Yes, if you don't know, Kai is currently Chelsea's most expensive purchase, and he had to deliver when it mattered the most. Michael, Margaret, I don't know if you saw any video of Chelsea fans having a Thanksgiving in church yesterday. I mean, I got to watch 2 videos online, and I would have to say at this point, give it to them. They deserved it going into that game. Chelsea were considered as the underdogs, but just like 2012 when they were the underdogs and they came up and did the unthinkable on Saturday. They also came up and did the unthinkable, or held on for 90 minutes to ensure that history repeated itself once again. This time in Porto, in Portugal, where that final went down. A huge congratulations to them, the likes of Kante, Rudiger, Edouard Mendy, James, all of them doing so well in that game. Of course, resulting from the effect of the German tactician Tuchel, who himself had a massive impact on Chelsea since replacing Frank Lampard in January. Very, very brilliant one by Chelsea. Okay, let me move on and talk about Ese Brume. Does the name sound familiar to you? Okay, for some it might, for others it might not ring a bell, but I for sure know that the name Chioma Ajunwa rings a massive bell. Yeah, Chioma Ajunwa, you know, who won Nigeria's first Olympic gold and did so at that long jump event at Atlanta 96. Yes, that Chioma Ajunwa, that very one who was also a police officer. Now, the good news is that Ese Brume yesterday jumped to a distance no African woman has ever reached before. She shattered Ajunwa's 25-year long jump record, leaping to an astonishing 7.17 meters to win the event at the Chula Vista Festival in the United States. She had to jump about 6 times, saving the best for the last and leaping to the mark on her very last attempt after jumping to 6.83 meters 4 different times. And what makes it even more interesting is that that jump by Ese Brume now is also a national record, a personal best for her, an African record, and a world lead this year in 2021. And many people are already asking at this point, is it too early to dream of a Tokyo Olympic gold for Nigeria? Well, I guess it's only Ese Brume that can answer that question. Now, let me wrap up this segment and talk about Naomi Osaka, who has been causing a lot of controversy at the ongoing French Open. Yeah, she avoided talking to the press after winning the game in straight sets on Sunday and has now been fined $15,000. And Osaka had earlier revealed before the tournament that she would deliberately avoid press conferences during the French Open, hoping that any fine money that she incurs would go towards a mental health charity. That means that 15,000 naira, $15,000 fine she has incurred right now will be going towards health charity. She also added that she's doing it because people have no regard for athletes' mental health, especially journalists who during pre-match and post-match conference ask the type of questions that put journalists off once it comes to mental health. Well, I guess it's quite a controversial way for Osaka to drive home her points, but if you know the women's world number 2 very well, you know she's one who will always fight for the right thing, even if it means taking the low road and causing a bit of controversy here and there. Michael, Margaret, back to you guys.
Yeah, Margaret.
Well,
we have every reason to be happy about Ese Brume and the success she achieved this time. And I hope that will further catapult Nigeria to the highest heights.
Yeah,
Talking
and
of jumping.
Yeah, you know, when you mentioned Juma, it's been a while I heard from her, but now someone has beat her record, and that's a great thing because we hope for more and more record breakers in the society. And of course, Chelsea, over the weekend, we did not hear. Everybody, you know, the funny part of Chelsea's victory is someone posted, and it was very correct. So, you know, people have mouths, they've said so many things about Chelsea, but now when Chelsea won, a lot of persons are now identifying with Chelsea. The same persons that were not bold enough to come out to say Chelsea is my club now identified with Chelsea. Now that brings me to the fact that,
who doesn't want to identify
of
with
course,
success
is in all you do, just be successful. Once you're successful, those that say they're not your friends.
You have the world at
Don't
the
worry.
palm of
Everyone
your hands.
will now say, I know you because you're successful. All right, now over to Twitter. Number 3 trending on Twitter currently is Nigeria. It's trending on Twitter at number 3. And now that's a tweet from Jean Grey. It says, the people who have governed Nigeria for 50 years ended up making their own society the worst place in the world. But instead of improving their own society, they have decided that it's better to destroy everywhere else. All right, now, population, Philip Obin is giving the population one drew and say in 1980, Germany had 76 million. Nigeria, the population was 73 million. Now, in 2020, Germany, 83 million. That's 10 million additional added to their population. While Nigeria has 206 million. Now, one of the many challenges is lack of birth control. Now, that's what Philip Obin thinks. Now, King Doye Alfred said Nigeria was destroyed on the 29th of May 2015. Everything after then, it just began motorists. And Osaratin is saying, he's tweeting, Osaratin Victor Asemota says, these are 2 sets of young Nigerians. One, those that have lost any hope of their future in Nigeria and left off planning to leave. And 2, those who hope and plan to take over power in some form, politically or economically, mostly economic, as they are doing businesses and making money. And finally, First Lady Ship Nafertiti said, I'm damn sure Nigerians are no longer confused about what their country is. If they like, they should burn down Nigeria. There must be an electoral amendment, restructuring, and the general election. Without a trial, I doubt if there will be any Nigeria left for anyone to govern. Now, these are the thoughts of Twitter users. Well, Nigeria is our country, and there's really not little. I would say there's nothing we can do about it. There's something we can do about it, but having to, I don't know.
We've been trying.
Yeah.
Everybody has been trying to make Nigeria a better place. Yet some of the evil-minded ones among us.
Just let it be.
Do you understand? But for those of us who are trying to make Nigeria a better place, we won't stop trying. We'll keep trying. And one day, who knows?
Yeah, and I just hope those of us or some of person is trying to make the country a better place, do not get tired along the way, because a lot of persons have given up. Please do not give up on this country, because this country is ours. If everyone leaves, I wonder the nation, the home will live for our children. Nigeria will be better someday. I don't know when, but I just know that Nigeria will be better. One of the
Nigeria needs Nigerians to make it better.
Yeah, so if you are just joining us, you've missed a large part of today's show. But like I'd always say, we'd have a repeat belt later in the day, because we value you, our viewers, and without you, there's no iBrand Daybreak. And also tomorrow, a fresh new episode is coming. It's the 1st of June, 2021. It's going to be an exciting one on the show. You know, anytime I say the show will be exciting, it's always exciting. I don't just say things for saying sake. Michael, you know me.
If but the show is always exciting.
Yes, now that's why. Michael, come on now. All right, then, before we wrap up the show, we'll leave you with a quote from Steve Jobs. It says, "Your time is limited. Don't waste it living someone else's life." You have a very limited time. So rather than waste it living someone else's life, why not just do you and let the world know you and appreciate you for being you? My name is Margaret Opera.
And Michael Nath, we look forward to having you around again tomorrow, being the 1st of June, 2021.
Bye for now.